Hello, everyone. My name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Float Fishing series. So, today I thought let's see what happens if we go after bigger fish using fluorocarbon and monofilament lines. So, I bought two of these Rage Series 1 S1s hot hooks. We're going to try red worm here at Old Berg and see what we can catch. I've been keeping an eye on the VK site, and a lot of people have been pulling out some pretty decent fish from right in this area. So I figured, why not? Let's have some fun and go after some bigger fish today. And I am going to go ahead and throw out the bottom rod as well. I'll put it on caddisfly with a size 4 hook. And I believe I wanted a size or a clip of 7. So the float rods are probably a little further out than I really want them to be. But it looks like two's getting a decent bite already. And again, rod 1 is our monofilament line. Rod 2 is our fluorocarbon line. Both just about 7 kilo. One of them 6'9", one of them 7 kilos. It's been better here with night crawlers, but I just couldn't afford night crawlers. So figured we'd try with the red worms we already had and can dig more out as well. But start off with a decent little crucian there. Let's back it up to right in there and pull it over just a little bit. Probably should have switched the quiver tip over on the bottom rod. Right now it's using the very, very sensitive one, which we don't really need. And we just got level 25 bait harvesting. Nice. That unlocked sweet dough and I think oatmeal. Folks are a lot of times going for eel here, which big hooks and either fish pieces or night crawlers is a good choice there. It is Friday evening my time, almost nighttime really, so this will be going up. Usual, I've been submitting these about 9 a.m. Eastern to be posted, and again, we've got the spinning series going as well too. That one's been posting around 1 a.m. Eastern time, midnight Central. Spaces them out just enough so that I'm not releasing two videos right at the exact same second. And I still forgot to change the quiver tip. Nice little gibble here. I probably won't go into detail about which fish I catch on which rod on this unless I notice something significant. You know, if we pull all big, big, big fish out of one rod, I may go back through. But so far, it's actually been pretty quiet. I wonder if I can go a little deeper. I didn't actually. It shows as half a meter, but I was already at 0.7. And there's 1 meter. Did I misread the map? This is probably 1.5 meters all around here. I do want to be almost bottom fishing here. So let's try 1.25. And that's still good. So night crawlers was the basic bait of choice here. The only places that have night crawlers have them in 300 packs right now. And now I didn't go check Belaya, but I didn't really have enough silver to travel to Belaya just to buy night crawlers. But 300 packs of night crawlers were 170 to 180 silver. It's about 175 at Mosquito and a little over 180 here. And especially after buying the two $30 or 30 silver hooks, I just didn't have enough silver in the bank to be able to buy night crawlers. That's really what I want to be using here, but I think red worms should work decent. Kind of surprised caddisfly is not doing much either. Tempted to switch this over to just straight worm. Main reason I'm not using red worm on the bottom rod is I just don't have that many red worms right now. Okay, wrong line, wrong line. Interesting. That thing was all the way down and still nothing. But that's a monofilament line, and that's the same thing we were seeing at Mosquito. Quite often I'd go to pull a fish out and there'd be nothing on the monofilament line. I honestly should have bought another 1/0 hook for the bottom rod when I wasn't going to be able to get night crawlers. Didn't think about that. Mouse slipped off the surface there as I was reeling in. Yeah, just missed a bite over on 2. Let's see if it happens again. Nope. So I know yesterday there was a hot fix. I never saw any patch notes on it. I'm hoping one thing that was fixed was what we were having where we couldn't switch rods. I've seen some folks talking on the forums about that. Jesus. If this doesn't go anywhere, I may record more stuff today with only 4 fish and none of them being worthwhile. Seems like it's slower than I'd want for it to be. See if we can't get some more red worms. Get another one. We've had some good wind here in real life, and my allergies are not too happy with me today. So we'll see how it goes. Seems like my voice is at least staying with me. Another small gibble. At this slow a bite rate, I could have used red worms on all of them. I do have red worm on both float rods, though. And the fish so far haven't been bad, the ones that we've caught, except for the ones on the bottom rod, which is using a smaller hook and less ideal bait. And I missed a fish there. I think there is something on the bottom rod right now. Actually, I know there is. I just was trying to get this fish that was on this rod, and I flat out missed it again. Well, I'll take a rough. Would like for it to be a bit bigger, but a rough on a size 4 hook is surprising. I almost want to switch over to small hooks on that now. Unfortunately, no red worms. I'm noticing the fish seem to be a little more cautious, especially with these bigger hooks. They may be pulling the float down a little bit, and I think there's a fish on when there's not really a fish on. Like that time, I mean, the float went completely under the water. And while it was still under, I pulled it out and nothing on. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be the best choice. I do want to go till about 10 o'clock at least. How was there not a fish on there? Float was completely out of the water and being pushed and pulled around. And nothing. And that time it wasn't even moving, but still popped up. And I'm pulling a decent fish out. There we go. Nice gibble. Violently moving around like that and not being a fish on is getting frustrating to me. I think that's something that's changed. I did not look at the cafe for orders here. Really just wanted to try going for some trophies. Haven't done too much of that. The trophies we have caught so far have not been when we're really targeting them. It's getting frustrating. Float completely underwater. Not moving, but no fish on. That's an eel. That would be an eel. Small one, but it's an eel. When you catch a big eel, it's a major what the heck moment. Jesus. Tiny gibble. 32-gram gibble. That's almost sad. I should have thrown that one back. Well, at least I got one of them. Just another tiny gibble. The hooks are almost bigger than those fish. God. All right, 1.5 is sitting on the ground, so let's try 1.4. Still too deep. We're at 1.25 on the other one, which seems like it's probably about right. I just wanted to see if we could go deeper. 1.3, so not really. A whole 5 centimeters. God. Berg is being frustrating to me today. Here we go. Nope. Come here, Grassy. Come here. Good fish. $3.5 kilo grass carp. Not bad. Decent eyed. I should probably try potatoes here. I never locked the bail. All right, let's do a little experiment with potatoes on this rod for a second. It's possible we're going to get some big fish with potatoes since we just got that 3.5 kilo grass carp. And keep in mind that was pretty big fish and still not a marker. Or it was a marker, but not a trophy. Whereas if that had been a gibble carp or a crucian, it probably would have been a marker or trophy. It's been a long, weird day. Probably a gibble with the way it's bouncing around. Kind of small one. I didn't like the floats being side by side like that. It was just confusing me. We have gotten some decent experience points today. This will bring in some decent amount too. Or not. It looked a lot bigger than it was. Missed something over on one while I was pulling that in too. Interesting that the potatoes have done nothing. Used to be if there was carp in the area and he tossed potatoes out with his one-aught, you caught a fish. Almost every time. Now, you just miss fish. When it looks like there's fish on. I don't understand. I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? I do think it's more realistic. Just my brain's been acting one way for a while, and now it can't. And so I'm getting confused. At least I got one there. And it's a good fish, too. Yep. You lose some of your pulling power when you put your net out. That's why you saw me have to put the net back in. Which makes sense. You take a hand off the rod. Violently going under nothing. I am curious if this would have been different with night crawlers. We'll see how much money we make from this to see if we can't afford some. Or we may go back to mosquito and winding and do a rough night fish. Unless I caught a trophy today, I didn't expect today to be super good silver wise. And we can still be surprised. Been going about 35 minutes and only 23 fish. But going after bigger fish, I expect a slower bite rate. But potatoes just is not doing anything. Let's try pearl barley on a one-aught. Don't think it's going to do anything, but a little bit of experimentation time. That was an intentional recast. I noticed it was not sitting properly in the water. It's popped up a little bit. I think it was sitting on the ground and I didn't get it out quite as far as I would like to have. Wouldn't have mattered anyway because even when it goes under and is swimming away, there's no fish on it. Actually curious. I've got 815 fish. I'm level 12 here. On the spin fishing account I have, I got up to level 10 earlier, and I can't remember the number, but I believe it was under 100 fish caught. And I was thinking we were pretty close to 1,000 fish on this account. Small fish on pearl barley. But it got us float fishing percentage, so I'll take it. I spent all my points. Yes. Was pretty sure I had, but it was worth making sure. Just trying to get an idea of how much silver I think we've made. And my thought is not much. This just, well, go to pull it out and there's a small, reasonable sleeper on it. I was actually thinking about trying a spot that I know is sometimes good for sleepers, and I pressed the wrong button there. Drank some extra tea. Let's honestly go see what's on the cafes. See if there's anything worthwhile. Three gibble carp for 5. I'm actually curious. How much silver did I have? My guess is around 35. 41. Not too bad. Better than I thought, honestly. Yeah, 4 for the biggest. Definitely sell those 3 non-markers for 5 though. Hide at 1 kilo. Grass carp at 4. That would have been nice. Big perch. 5 rough. 7 over 1 kilo. Didn't get there either. Let's go ahead and sell what we have. So there's 88. What do I have hook-wise? Yeah, I'm happy with putting the 12s on if we're going after sleepers. I think I may go try and catch some sleepers. Saw another spot. 5313 down on the pond. So I know we did a little bit of fishing in this area when we first started, but we're going to go down. We fished from this bridge. We're going to go down over here. And just go for some Chinese sleepers. The folks I saw talking about it were using fish pieces, where you obviously are not to the point that we can cut up fish yet. So, again, I don't think fish pieces is the best choice. It looks like they were actually trying to get um, eel, smaller eel, and ended up getting a set of sleepers. But they did pull in a trophy sleeper. So it's 5313. Casting into the green stuff. And they were float fishing 1.4 meters. So let's go with the red worm on this one. 1.4. Let's try bloodworm on this. 1.4. Didn't get a good cast. Now I got a decent cast. And let's put a size 8 on here. And let's go normal worm with a 10-meter clip. Decent little marker sleeper on bloodworm. smaller one there on worms. That's a good sleeper. I thought it would swim in there. It was just moving almost as soon as it hit the water, and I didn't believe it at first. Seems like redworm's doing pretty good. I was gonna say that's a sleeper. That's a big sleeper. Yep. I should have watched that. My brain was telling me to watch it. My finger was not listening to my brain. Wow. With it popping up violently there, I could swore there was something on it. That was valid. The other rod was too close. I was trying to put it down basically on top of my bottom rod. At least this has been more fun for me in that when I'm pretty sure there's a fish on, there has been almost every time. And honestly, been pulling out some pretty decent fish. That was I heard the bells jingling, got excited. Do want to lower the quiver tip. Another decent one. Ooh, that one was almost a trophy. I think 350 is a trophy, and that was 349. That's a decent crucian. I didn't lock the bail. I still haven't locked the bail. I saw nibbles and wanted to get it. There's a fish on. There's a fish on here too. And I got this one in time. I did not think I would. I kind of wish I hadn't. I'm glad I thought about that bail. That's a decent little crucian. I may put some bigger hooks on over here for the nighttime. Ah, little bit too early there. Little small fish. Small roach. It was so small I couldn't tell what it was. I think we're just over a day at this point. No, just short. Video's about 57 minutes right now. I was thinking we're a little bit over an hour. But I don't know. But I also didn't remember exactly when we started. I am going to try a bigger hook on the bottom rod. I think I missed one on two, thinking it was a fake bite, and then got faked out by one. There we go. Another small little thing. Bleak. Bleak on size 12 hook. Okay. All right, let's go with the big hook, red worm, and just see what happens here. Looked bigger than it turned out to be there. I didn't lock the bail. Can't hit the right button to do so. I also didn't switch the quiver tip. When I say the quiver tip, I mean the part on the very end of the rod. There's a small crucian. Marker roach. Whatever that was. I press Q instead of 1. It's probably a perch, honestly, and I'm okay if I missed it. Hello, good fish. Okay, Rod, you're not hooked on anything. You're just making noise. We'll go through the night, just see if anything bites on red worm on big hooks down here. Come on. Decent roach. Smallish crucian. Or what it looked like. It looked a lot bigger than that to me. I need to look at how much tea we have. I haven't done that in a while. 109 portions. We still have plenty. A perch? No, a little crucian. Didn't look yellow enough to be a crucian carp to me. Nope, missed it. Whatever is nibbling there just gave up on the bottom rod. Whatever is dragging that around wasn't actually on it. And at least we got 2 red worms on that dig. That was worth it. All right. I'm going to call it there. I don't know what I'm doing wrong to miss that fish there, but I'm getting frustrated enough that I think I need to just call it there. Coming down here, I think was definitely worthwhile. I think we probably ended up with another 30-40 silver from the sleepers. It's almost quicker to log out and back in than to run all the way back. I'm actually curious how many 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 markers. I'm going to guess 2 to 3 silver apiece. So that would be 27 silver just on the sleepers. If they're 3 silver apiece. I always turn too early to go back across the bridge. All right, so we ended up with another 43 silver. Not bad. I'm curious about the sleepers. They were worth more than I thought they were. 5, 4, 3, 3, 2.5. Random bleak wasn't worth much. That roach was worth a decent amount. Caught some good crucians as well. I forgot about that. Small gibble, small grassy, small perch. There might have been a crucian order. 7 over 1 kilo. We caught 1. Small perch. Grass, that's 4 kilo. We didn't get that. So another 4 silver, another 40 silver gets us up to 130. So basically a little bit over where we started. We were about 111 to start and spent a fair amount on the hooks and then coming here to Old Berg. But appreciate everyone watching, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Have a good one.